What happens if you miss a credit card payment? My name is Bianca Zamora, and I have over 20 years of experience in the credit and financial industry, working for wholesale mortgage companies, retail mortgage companies, and credit service organizations. My goal is to help as many people as possible become credit savvy so that they can use their credit to maximize their financial opportunities. This is part 14 of a 20-part series where I'm answering the most researched questions when it comes to credit and debt. Today's question and answer session tackles the question, what happens when you miss a credit card payment? So I'm going to discuss this on both the credit side as far as what you can expect on your credit reports, as well as might happen on other accounts and also on the financial side. All right, so to properly address this, we need to understand when is your payment late. Okay, so there is a date that your payment is late according to the credit card issuer, and there is also a different date that your account is considered late by the credit reporting agencies. So the date that your payment is late to the credit card company is the day after your due date. So if your credit card payment is due on the 15th of each month, it is late on the 16th of that month. And this is, of course, unless you have a grace period. Some credit card companies offer a 3-day, a 5-day, a 7-day grace period. However, most credit card companies do not. Now, in most cases, being a day or two late on your credit cards will only incur a late fee. Some credit card companies charge, 10%, 20%. Sometimes they charge $10, $15, $25 late fee. This will be in addition to your regularly scheduled payment. So just know that in order to be 100% current, you not only have to pay your scheduled payment, but also the late fee as well. Now, in most cases, once you make your minimum payment to the credit card company, that is going to allow the account to just continue, on as it was before, as long as you don't have any other issues that may have occurred on your account prior to you missing this payment. It should not cause any additional adverse action. However, it could if you have had issues with this card in the past. If the creditor finds that you are consistently missing your payment due dates, it could result in many different things. So one, your account could get closed for missing a payment. Your interest rate could increase for missing a payment. You could also have your credit limit decrease if you miss a payment. Not only that, but in some cases, this information gets reported into an internal database that could trigger other accounts to potentially close your accounts or reduce your credit limits. So it's very, very important that you make your payments on time as far as from the due date. Now, when it comes to credit reporting, it's a little bit different. Your late payment isn't actually technically late to the credit bureaus unless you have gone 30 days past your original due date. So again, if your payment is due on the 15th of this month and you do not make your payment until the 15th of next month or the 16th of next month, that is when your account is going to be considered late to the credit bureaus. And that's when your account is going to have a 30-day negative notation marked for that month on your credit report. Now, this can cause some serious impact to your overall credit score. I have seen people's scores decrease by sometimes over 100 points for just one late payment. Yes, just one late payment can decrease your credit scores by up to or over 100 points. Now, this is very unfortunate because, again, you've worked so hard to get your scores up, and one late payment can basically eliminate sometimes tens of years of time that you've spent building your credit profile. So, whatever you do, please do your best to not go 30 days late on your credit report, as this will cause a major issue to your credit scores. Now, if and when that 30-day late does appear on your credit, again, that could trigger other accounts to close or to take adverse action against you as well, even though you might be paying those other accounts on time. So again, very, very important to not go 30 days past your due date on any of your accounts. This goes for credit cards, loans, mortgages, things like that. There's many things that you can do to potentially avoid getting a 30-day late on your credit report. There are payment deferments, payment for forbearances. You can sometimes put a payment, at the end of your loan term if you have a car loan or a mortgage loan. So make sure that if you are going to be late on your credit card or loans, that once you do go past your due date, you try to contact that creditor and say, hey, what can we do to help prevent any further negative notation if you do not have the funds needed to make that payment right away. Now, just because you do have a late payment does not mean that it's the end of the world. You can definitely, recuperate from one late payment. The best way to do that is to basically just, get that account current as quickly as possible and then continue to make on-time payments. You can also potentially reach out to the creditor and the credit bureaus to potentially get that late payment removed from your credit report. So if you do not do that, however, a late payment can remain on your credit report for up to 7 years. So definitely don't want to wait the full 7 years to address the issue. You want to try to address it right away. If you need any help with addressing any kind of late payments on your credit report, you can definitely reach out to me for a free consultation. We can figure out what's going to be the best strategy to help you get rid of that late payment.